Great, fantastic. Let me just make sure that the audio levels aren't trash. Okay, cool. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's discuss. Someone's always mowing in this damn neighborhood, so if you hear a loud noise, neighbors are mowing their lawn. I don't feel like waiting for them to stop because I don't feel like it. So let's just keep going. Let's just act like you can't hear it in the background. Let's move on. So today on Let's Discuss, I want to discuss one of my dear shows, one of my favorite shows of old time. Wait, there's more. Jesus. Yeah.
That's just what Appa wants you to think. Get out of the bison's mouth, Sokka.
That's right. We're discussing Avatar: The Last Airbender. Specifically, we're discussing the reboot that's happening on Netflix. So, what about the Avatar reboot on Netflix? Well, simply that it's gonna suck. I hate to be that person. I hate to be pessimistic, but it's not gonna be that good. And that's very unfortunate because, listen, so if you don't know, Netflix is creating an Avatar live action remake, and it's set to start filming in November. They've just released the main cast list. I don't know if they announced side characters like Suki, Mai, Ty Lee. I don't even know if they casted Azula, but I know they casted Aang, Sokka, Katara, and Zuko. So we got our four mains. Except for Toph. I don't think they casted Toph either. I'll have to look into it. But they just announced the cast list and it's going to start filming November of this year. Don't know when it'll come out, but perhaps late 2022 or early 2023. We'll see. Please excuse the sudden jump in height. I was bothered by how low I was, and I don't even know if this fixed it. How are you going to create a live action remake of a popular series and then mess it up so bad that the creators of said series leave? Whenever the creator of the series leaves the remake or reboot or whatever, that's all the signs you need that it's not going to be good. Because who's going to do a better job than the people that created the series? The people that created the source material. No one's going to do it better than them. So what do you mean they've left? That's the number one sign that it's not going to be good. And I think they said in their reason for leaving, it was creative differences, Netflix basically not letting them do what they wanted to do with the series. That just tells me that Netflix doesn't care about elevating the series, expanding the series, or actually doing a good job with it. They just want money. They just want the hype of an Avatar series. But the problem is you're not going to get any hype for the show if the show sucks. What hype are you going to get? All you're going to get is everyone saying that it's bad and no one wanting to watch it because it looks bad. Do we need a repeat of M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar: The Last Airbender that came out so many years ago? I remember. I have such vivid memories of seeing that movie in theaters with my mom, and I think my sister went, but I know my mom was there, and I remember the projector being so damn loud, but what I really remember is being so excited to see that movie. And it sucked. Freaking Sokka. Aang. Everyone was white. Jesus, do we need a repeat of that? When will Avatar fans get what they deserve? When? Because it's not going to happen with this reboot. And here's the thing. I know Netflix just did this because they had that whole Avatar renaissance last summer. We all remember what that was like. It was a fun time to be an Avatar fan last summer when they had finally put Avatar back on Netflix and everyone and their mother was watching it, and we were just going through a resurgence, and it was just so much fun. We were revisiting why we loved it. New fans were coming in and discovering it and being like, oh my god, this is so good, and the OG fans were like, oh my god, yeah, of course it is. Keep watching. Go watch Legend of Korra while you're at it. It was such a fun time. All the memes that were coming out, the new debates that were being sparked. Zutara for life, I don't care. It was a fun time last summer. And it happened during the pandemic, so they really struck gold with releasing it back onto Netflix. And so I know that Netflix saw the whole renaissance that was going on, and they were like, how can we profit off of this? I know. Let's make a live action remake. let's make a reboot of this series, but live action, so everyone will really want to see it. And they didn't actually care about telling the story of Avatar. They just wanted the hype, the money, the press, the money, really. So you can't just make a live action series and just completely disregard the source material. That is what happened in the M. Night Shyamalan version. He did not. You can't watch the source material and then pronounce Sokka's name as Sokka. That is, you didn't read the assignment. You did not do the assignment. And I know Netflix isn't doing it either. They said, well, as long as we don't cast a bunch of white people, no one will be mad at us. Yes, we will, because if you make a reboot and it sucks, you're just disrespecting the series and you're disrespecting the creators. And I don't know why they would do that. It's not going to be good. I know I shouldn't speculate like this when the series hasn't even filmed yet, but all the red flags have been waved. And I just don't think it's going to be good at all. And then I just want to know, what is the point of this series on Netflix? Because I know, let me go look it up, but I know Paramount has plans to make a little MCU, but with Avatar. So yeah, it says here from The Verge, Nickelodeon creates Avatar Studios to create new Avatar Legend of Korra content. Viacom has announced a new studio based entirely around Avatar The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. The studio will create original content spanning animated series and movies. Michael DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, if I pronounce it right, the creators of Avatar The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, are going to join Nickelodeon as co-chief officers, and the first project is an animated theatrical title set to begin production soon. That's from The Verge, written by Julia Alexander. So, and this was from February 24th of this year. So, Paramount's already got plans. They've already got plans to do the right thing, which is expand the Avatar universe and create more stories. So what the heck? What is the point of Netflix's little live action remake? Y'all just gonna have a one-off that's probably gonna suck? Y'all need to cancel this. Because it's gonna flop. And not only is it gonna flop, but it's gonna hold absolutely no bearing on the universe. I'm sure whatever Netflix does will not be real canon for the Avatar universe when they start creating these new movies and animated shows. This Netflix series will have no consequence, no relation, so there's really no point. It's literally just gonna be a little one-off that's probably gonna suck because the creators have left due to creative differences, which means they had an idea about how they wanted to create the show, about what stories they wanted to tell, and Netflix said, no, we're not interested in that, and so they left. They took their stories somewhere elsewhere, as they should. With people, well, Nickelodeon, it's funny that all of a sudden Nickelodeon wants to get back into creating Avatar content, probably also because of the Avatar Renaissance that happened last year, but when Legend of Korra was airing, they did not care to give it 2 cents. They put the 4th season online, and they lowered its budget. And now all of a sudden they want to hop on the Avatar train too. But so even though Nickelodeon has even had a sketchy past with the Avatar universe, and especially when, the Korrasami but they held hands and they toned it down because they didn't want to upset the white straight cis people that would have been mad if they saw POC lesbians kissing on screen in a children's show. That's rated TV-14, I think. It was not rated PG or G. It's rated TV-14. Anyways, so even though Nickelodeon had that little sketchy past with the Avatar universe, they will still do a better job than Netflix. Why? Because they have the creators. And they have the right idea in mind. When approaching telling the story of the Avatar universe, it's not a good idea to stick with a story that's already been done years ago. The original is near perfection, so why are you even trying to do it all over again and your only excuse is that it's live action? If you're gonna do Avatar, do something new. There's so much room, so much real estate for you to do more and exciting things with the Avatar universe. You could go into... The premise is literally, there's always a new Avatar. The cycle, you go from air, water, earth, fire. Anytime an avatar dies, there goes a new one. Do you not see the story potential in just saying, okay, that past avatar died, here's a new one? A whole new avatar with a whole new personality, a whole new background, a whole new future, new problems to face, a new avatar gang. The possibilities. You don't even have to create a new avatar. You can go back. Kyoshi. How long have Avatar fans been screaming for a Kyoshi series? 'Cause it would be good. Homegirl was alive for 200 plus years. The amount of story you could do with that time frame. 200 plus years she was alive. You could do so much. She already has an interesting backstory. Imagine what the rest of her life was probably like. She got that whole thing where she was like, yeah, I killed Chen. And what about it? Make a storyline about her killing Chen. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Not only that, there could be more, but before Korra, because Korra is the first bi avatar that we've actually gotten to see on screen. But did you know Kyoshi is a queer woman too? Absolutely. She had a girlfriend from the Fire Nation. You could do a storyline on that. You could do a storyline on that, and I would want to see it. Immediately, I'd want to see it. And you don't even have to do Kyoshi. You can, the avatar before her, the water one. I don't know his name, I can't remember it. I think it's Toric? Avatar. Oh god, let me go look it up. Water avatar before Kyoshi. Oh, it's Kuruk. Avatar Kuruk. Him! I'm saying it wrong, but him. He could have an interesting story too. He was more of the laid, chill-back avatar, but then his wife, her face was stolen by Ko, the face stealer. You know that centipede monster thing? Yeah, his wife's face was stolen by him, and then, she obviously died. And that sent him into this downward depressed spiral. That would be interesting. And then he said he went on a journey to go and try and kill Ko. Give me that storyline. Give me that storyline. And then he died young. Well, how did he die young? The endless possibilities for the Avatar universe. You could go into so many different places. So many different places you could go. And y'all want to stick with a story that was done 16 years ago. Why? When the original is already on your sites and I could easily just go rewatch the OG series rather than watching your horrible remake. Netflix, get it together. I don't mean to shit on Netflix. I don't mean to shit on them. I'm just saying, it's not gonna be that good. And I fear that it's just not gonna be that good because the creators are gone. They seem to only want to do the OG series, which we've already seen. We've already seen it. It's just such a mistake to stick with a story that we've already done so long ago, when you could go into so many different directions. Heck, you could even adapt the comic books that feature the OG gang, but it's more stories. They could do little mini limited series that are based on the comics that have come out, and the comics are about the OG gang, and they discuss what happened to Zuko's mom. There was a storyline where there was a sort of rift, it's literally called the rift, between Toph and Aang, and it was centered around, like, I think it was about Airbender culture, and like I haven't read these comics in a while, but I think it was something about how there was like an Earth Kingdom type settlement on ancient Airbender land, and Aang was trying to like preserve it, but Toph was like, no, earthbending, and he was like, airbending. I think it was something like that. And then there was a storyline featuring Azula where she was head or like co-head of this like underground army that was all about like taking back the Fire Nation and bringing, like, they basically wanted to realize Ozai's dream of the Fire Nation becoming the dominant nation in the world, and they didn't like Zuko, so they wanted to like overthrow Zuko and put the Fire Nation back on top, and Azula was head of that, and they were like stealing children or something for some spirits. There was that storyline. There's a storyline with Katara and Sokka's dad, Hakoda. There was a thing going on there too with the North and Southern Water Tribe. There's the comics have a lot, and you could do like little mini series adapting the comics, because those are some interesting stories too. And you could also, there's even a comic, if you want to stick with the same story, you could do the comics that are, there's this long comic book that is basically little mini adventures that happen in between the episodes of the OG series. So you could like adapt that if you wanted to stick with the OG series. You could even adapt that. So it's just Netflix not really showing signs that they don't care about the story of Avatar, and they just want to ride the Avatar popularity wave and get money from it. The creator's leaving, and the high possibility that they are just straight up doing a remake of the original series that we've already seen. Those are all just signs that I really don't think this show is gonna be that good. And that's so sad, because Avatar fans are we have been waiting for our time. We Avatar fans and Percy Jackson fans, we have been waiting for our time to get a good live action remake or reboot. We have been waiting in the wings. Percy Jackson's getting theirs. Theirs is also more promising than ours, but Netflix is gonna screw us over. And that's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, because Avatar has so much potential it could be the next Harry Potter. I feel like people say that about almost any fantasy story that has potential to expand into a whole universe. They always say it could be the next Harry Potter, but I'm serious. It could be the next Harry Potter. It could be the next Star Wars even, because even Star Wars is like this bare story idea that can expand into so much. That's what makes a good story, you know, when you can take it to so many different places. So it could be the next Harry Potter, Star Wars. I think that's all I can really compare it to, Harry Potter and Star Wars. So, yeah. I really hate that the Netflix series is probably going to be bad. I hate that for us. But what do we expect? What can we expect? Hopefully, we'll get more news on the Paramount series or the Paramount movie that they're doing, and hopefully more news about the shows that they want to do as well. I'm rooting for a Kyoshi story. I'm kind of scared for them to do anything after Avatar Korra, because she kind of, messed up the Avatar cycle, and that made me really mad. But we move, so yeah. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Avatar live-action remake that Netflix is doing. Will she be good? Time will tell. I know I was dogging on it this entire video, but who knows? Maybe Netflix will surprise us. But yeah, I won't say I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to rewatch the original series. That's what I can't wait to do, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about the Netflix series. If you have any high hopes for it, or if you have low expectations for it, let me know. Let's talk about it. And I will see you in my next video. I don't know what that's going to be about. I had an idea and then I lost it. So we'll see. But I'll catch y'all then. Bye. Yeah. Okay.